and welcome to this very special occasion of the big picture. We are in Calcutta, the most historic city. We are right now in central Calcutta in a 200-year-old Haveli on Bidan Sarani. This is the courtyard of this 200-year-old house. Incidentally, this was the place where that famous recent film Piku was shot. To discuss the elections which are going on in West Bengal, I have with me Mr. Ghosh, a senior journalist, Nirmalendu Bhattacharya of the Congress Party, Dhanpat Agrawal of the BJP, Subodh Sarkar, a professor and a supporter of the TMC, and Faiyaz Khan, a CPI-M leader. Welcome to all of you and thanks to all of you. Mr. Faiyaz Khan, it has been 5 years out of power. You think that you have done, your party has done anything in these last 5 years apart from having this alliance with the Congress, which should get the people to vote for you again?
Definitely, after the last assembly election, where people, they dreamt a lot to change and they changed the government. But after that, the commitment was made by the Trinamool Supremo Mamata Banerjee. Right now I can say this party is the private limited company or the proprietorship under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee. Only she can do or she can take any decision. Rest of her, any person or either the MLA or a minister or the MP, they have got no power. And in this election, she claiming herself and demanding and approaching to the people that you just vote for me on the 294 seats. And earlier her Deputy Speaker, the Sonali Guha, she told that in our party there is only one post, that is the Mamata Banerjee, others are the lamp post. What she has done after this change, there was no law and order. The situation is worst. The people of Bengal now, they want to get rid of this government. The government who only just promised that she will do a lot of for the poor, for the farmers and for the youth. But after that, the farmers, they committed suicide. It was never in West Bengal that the farmers are committing suicide in a huge scale. The tea laborers, they are dying every day without food. They are not getting even the food. The factories are, her commitment was she will open the factory, though she was against the Tata in Singur, and on the issue of that she came in the power. But in spite of that, she just claimed to the people that she will open the industry and she will bring so many investors in West Bengal, and she organized so many conferences, so many summits, but failure. There is no industry. The industry which was running is closed. The jute mills, they're all closed. So people, the women, they are not secured. They are being raped by the cadres of the Trinamools, and the police, the role of the police is very unfortunate. They are supporting to the goons because they know the chief minister, she herself is the home minister, she is supporting to the goons. The police is under direction of the Trinamool. They are doing in favor of the Trinamools. No one...
Mr. Khan, sorry to interrupt.
No, we are fighting against this. Even our cadres are being brutally murdered, they're killed.
Mr. Khan, these are exactly the same kind of allegations which we heard 5 years ago against your government. So are you saying that the TMC government in the last 5 years has done exactly what the CPI-M has done?
No, at that time there was one propaganda against the government. In the democratic country, how a government is running in 34 years. So there should be change. All the parties, even people like Subodh, they just organized, they were against our government. There was the Maoist. At that time, they told there was no Maoabadi. Even the Kishanji, after she won the election, he was being shot out. Now they are coming out. They are saying, no, we should unite.
Okay, let me get Professor Sarkar. How do you react to these allegations? And why do you think the people, because, see, as I told them, as the number of allegations which he has listed out, these are the same kind of allegations which was there against the left-front government. And now we are hearing the same kind of allegations. It's not just that Faiyaz Khan is saying this, we keep hearing it everywhere else also. So has TMC become Has TMC government become a replica of the left-front government in the...
Let me say positively first. As he has said all negative things. The 5 years, it's not even 5 years completed. It's now going to be completed 5 years in the month of May. So within this time limit, you look at the roads of Calcutta. You look at the light, display of street light. You look at the projects that Mamata Banerjee as Chief Minister of the state has taken. So many projects. For example, one is rice per kilogram is just worth ₹2. It's coming down to the poorest of the poor, including 7.5 crores of people, reaching so many people out of 9 crores of people.
Is this a new
then you
program?
you have free water.
Is this a new program? It was not there earlier?
No, it was not there. So I think the 34 years were designed to do this, but they were designed for Nandigram. They designed the genocide, but not doing in the favor of the poor. So now many other things, for example, the projects that we have been talking about, so many projects, and all in favor of the poor. And you just note the Konyasri project and 25,000 rupees into the bank account of the poor people for the girl child of the house. And you know that it is also, it was big problem all over the country, even in India, I mean in West Bengal. So this is how this project has checked. Even UNESCO has been appreciating this project. They have taken it as Mamata model to Paris. And people are talking about this project everywhere. So just think about the cycle given to the poor people. Think about the free medical treatment. And think about water supply, electricity supply. The roads, the Calcutta city is, absolutely changed. My friends came down from America and they said, my God, this is Calcutta. I cannot imagine the five years ago I was in this city, but it has absolutely been different. And so it's a dazzling city now.
Okay, these are the positives, but what about all the allegations?
Allegations?
What about all the allegations?
Because they have been saying all these things. They think that, as you began with this statement, this is the only thing that they have done, that they have made a honeymoon possible. The honeymoon with the party whom they consider to be thieves, whom they consider to be witches. And now they are having a honeymoon with that particular party. And they think that they are going to be voted back to power. I laugh.
You have not answered the allegations which he has made anyway. I'll come back to you. Nirmalendu Bhattacharya, Congress party being out of power for all this time. And last elections you had an alliance with the Trinamool Congress, and now you have an alliance with the left front. How are you justifying it in front of the people? How do you go before the people and justify this?
Before the elections of 2011, it was the idea of the West Bengal people that after ruling 34 years, West Bengal is not getting any improvement. Moreover, so many conditions and context was started there, so people were frustrated and they want to change. It was the demand of the people. So only for that reasons, Congress has made an alliance with the TMC on that very particular time for changing that rules. But after 18 months, we saw that nothing has been changed. It was the demand of the people, but people's expectations are not fulfilling. So automatically, we have been ousted from the ministry, and Mamata Banerjee, she expressed her views that I am the only person, everyone has to follow me. And we are seeing that all sorts of officers, all sorts of MLAs, MPs, ministers, they are nothing in this administration. Only Mamata Banerjee, what she is telling, everyone has to follow. So it is not the democracy. So only for that, to save the democracy, we want to assimilate with ourselves. During the elections of 2011, 11 parties were made an alliance with the TMC also. So nowadays, there is none with the TMC. So CPI-M, definitely it was the expectations of the people that CPI-M, they have run in another way, and Congress was also run in another way. But how it is possible for themselves to make an alliance in this very particular time? But it is to save the democracy, to save the general people's voice. So we have decided that definitely we have to make an alliance to oust the TMC.
Okay, okay. Mr. Agrawal? Mr. Agrawal, you know, BJP had this in the last elections in 2011, the assembly elections. It didn't do well, it didn't win even a single seat. Later it won a seat in the, as a by-election. But it had this tremendous suddenly spurt in 2014, the Lok Sabha elections. You won 17% votes. You think you're anywhere near that kind of a situation now? And in this, you know, these two major parties fighting against each other, isn't it possible that the BJP will get, you know, completely buried under these two?
Well, first of all, I must say that the people's expectation for the change, those have been frustrated totally.
The Poriborton didn't happen.
Yeah, परिवर्तन के नाम से कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. So there is no change. There has been a status quo. What was there during the 34 years misrule of left, and then the same thing has been repeated, rather a little more vigorous manner in the last 5 years. So 34 plus 5 is not 39. In West Bengal, it makes 0. Now, if you look at the economic position, the investment climate continue to remain hostile. It's not conducive at all. Despite there being 2 Bengal summit, there has been no investment in West Bengal. And on the other hand, the small traders, small business, small industry, they are being tortured by all the manners. Now many things are in the limelight. The ordinary people's money were cheated through chit fund, Sarda. Then we have seen the Narda. Now we are hearing about a lot of syndicates. Now people's expectation was that at least Mamata Banerjee is free from corruption. But that has proved to be wrong. Now on the economic front, there is no investment, no development. There had been a capital flight, the jute industry, the tea industry, all the industries are suffering. Now, what now? BJP is the only party which has not been tried out in the state. Congress was there for the initial 20 years, 47 to 77. Then people have tested for a very long time, for 34 years long, the leftists. Then TMC. Ma Mati Manus, it was only a slogan. On the other hand, there is no development. Unemployment is rampant. The youth of this state are getting frustrated, and through their frustration, somehow they want to earn their livelihood by joining any political party to get some livelihood support. Now in the alternate, BJP, which has performed so well in most of the provinces of India, so people are having a hope that when BJP could bring up state like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh out of the roughness and the nothing. So those states are developing very fast. So people have an expectation from BJP. So
Okay.
what you said about our gain from around 6% in 2011 to almost 17%, and then I think the result of this 2016 election will be very, very surprising. BJP's graph will go up.
Okay, okay. Mr. Ghosh? Mr. Ghosh, you have to tell us now. Poriborton, 5 years of Poriborton, no? The promise of Poriborton, how much has it been, how much have the people seen that change here? And you think that, people are in a mood to continue to see that whatever changes has taken place?
Mamata came to power in Bengal riding on the wave of the slogan called change, Poriborton.
Yes.
But people wanted a change. Desperately they needed a change because the kind of misrule that was, was the rule of the day during the CPI-M Raj. They wanted the CPI-M to go out, and they wanted something, a better replacement, a better kind of political system to take over power. But their hopes have been thoroughly belied. I would say that it's the kind of things that we were used to seeing during CPI-M Raj. Things are even worse now during the Trinamool Raj. And well, I don't have to say, you must have read, what has happened recently in Calcutta, this flyover collapse, then other things, I don't want to bring them. But then, there is extortion racket rampant.
But this used to be there earlier also.
It was there during
So do you
the
agree with
Raj.
me when I was asking Mr. Khan that the allegations which he listed out, these were the same kind of allegations which we heard 5 years
People
back?
wanted a change because they wanted these things to go away under Mamata Raj, under Mamata rule. But it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened, and very unfortunately, these minus points or whatever you say, these blemishes, they have been fine-tuned by the Trinamool and being applied so ruthlessly that it's become absolutely unbearable. People now are looking for another change. People think that, well, enough is enough. The kind of things today, for instance, what has happened in Narayangad, the leader of the opposition. In fact, now the question that is being asked by people is whether democracy is safe in Bengal. The leader of the opposition himself, when he goes to visit his own polling constituency, polling booths, he is manhandled by the ruling party goons, which is absolutely unprecedented. It has never happened in Bengal. Leader of the opposition enjoys the respect, and of all kinds of people, cutting across party lines. But that has, tradition has been given a go-by today. I mean, what has happened today is indeed a very dark day for democracy in Bengal. What has happened to Suryakanto Mishra is indeed very highly unfortunate, and my grouse is more against the Election Commission, which had promised to create a level playing field before the election. It has failed miserably.
So you think there is no level playing field?
Certainly not. The question doesn't arise.
This is absolutely biased.
Mr. Sarkar,
I don't agree. I don't agree with you.
It's okay, Mr.
I don't agree with you, Mr. Sarkar.
Mr. Ghosh, let him. You react.
Let him see. This is actually the position of the. This is the.
I'll give you the
Congress. There is no democracy. They will not allow anybody, even in the assembly.
I am giving you the opportunity. One second.
Actually, he has learned from her leader. His leader, what she comes.
If all of you talk, there is no point in if all of you talking. I want to give you the opportunity. 4 of them have spoken. You have to respond to all these allegations. These are very serious allegations which are being made. The Mamata Banerjee came to power, promising change. What kind of change have you please tell us, what kind of change has been brought about?
Yes, you have to go to the rural part of the state. You have to go to Jungle Mahal, for example. Jungle Mahal, which was a most talked about place, a most talked about place in India at that time. Even the whole world came to know. So the Jungle Mahal, you have peace in Jungle Mahal. There was an election a few days before. Just you will say after I finish.
Mr. Khan, I'll come to you.
Peace.
No, Mr. Khan, there is no point. Please don't interfere.
Darjeeling, there was unrest at Darjeeling, and now we have no days or nights of unrest anymore.
No, but what about the allegations?
And if you go to the villages, you find the roads are excellent. You find that water supply is now free. You find medical treatment is free. These things were supposed to come in the time of, in the years that they ruled for 34 years. It didn't happen. They claimed that they were the government for the people, for the poor people. In the name of the Shadbuhara, they ruled 34 years. Just one moment.
One second.
What really happened now? Now it's Mamata Bandyopadhyay who is doing this job, taking rice to the poor people, taking electricity to the
want
poor
to
people,
respond.
taking medical treatment to the poor
Okay,
people.
you have made a point,
That
sir.
is what is happening.
One second, I'll come to you. Mr. Ghosh, you want to respond?
My simple point is that, you know, if you take away the fundamental democratic right of people to vote, if you don't allow them to vote freely and fairly, you know, enjoying 2 kg rice is of little importance.
Okay.
It has no value at all.
Mr. Khan.
No, Mr. Sarkar, what is claiming if they have done a lot, even his chief minister, she claimed that
No,
she
but
has
you know,
completed 100% work.
One second.
The people,
No, 1 second. But do you agree that some of these schemes which have been brought about were not done by the CPI-M government, which has been brought about for the poor people?
All the schemes are of the central government, not of the state government schemes.
Absolutely.
And even in the, there is a corruption in the cycle.
This is a false.
Those who are getting the cycle, the quality is low, the weight is very low. They are getting and they are throwing out the students. They launch the movement, the agitation against that low quality of the cycle. The government is taking kickback in all the schemes, even in the 100 days, they are claiming for the 100 days, that is of the central government scheme. They
Why
have done
didn't you
nothing.
give the low quality
What they
cycle?
have done,
Even
what
you
they have
could not-
done,
you could
they
not provide the
are
low
in
quality
corruption.
cycle.
The people of West Bengal, the poor people of West Bengal are being cheated by the Sharada, by the cheat fund. The leaders are in the behind the bar and they are contesting
You
the
have to
election.
respond to
now
this,
he's
Shar-
saying that
one
the
second.
Narda is there.
Okay. You
The
made
ministers, they are what we are seeing.
Let me get him.
The people are watching that.
Let me get him to respond.
And in spite of that, he's
Mr.
claiming that
Sarkar,
they have done a lot.
what about all these major allegations?
They should have shamed on
Sharda scam, the Narda investigating.
Even the collapse of the...
Are you
that
denying
bridge,
all that
the
also?
syndicate Raj, what's
One
happening?
second, one second.
Sir, I just want to make one simple statement against what he has already said. If really the common people, the ordinary people, the poor people were cheated, then why they voted for Mamata?
No, this happened after
Whether
that.
there was any vote,
This
in
happened
the
after
panchayat
that.
election, the corporation
One second.
the people are not allowed to cast their vote by their
I'm
own.
not
Let me
saying I'm
talk.
not fully supporting it.
No,
but at the same time, I
no,
should-
this
That's
Sharda
why
scam,
all the
one second,
people
sir.
of
One
Subodh,
second.
they are not with him.
People of the Sharda.
Sharda scam, Narda sting, all came after.
I am not, because this is, you know...
In these last
I'm
5
not-
years.
I'm not claiming
It is
because-
very unfortunate that he is
certain things
supporting
are there.
the Narda
But
and the
I'm not
Sharda.
saying that. But people...
You have asked him
if
about
people
the
are cheated,
Sharda and-
they cannot vote.
He's not giving
Why
the
are,
reply.
So
why
you
are
are-
not being allowed
you are
to
not
vote?
denying-
Today vote. What happened today?
You are
What
not-
earlier? What in the corporation election? What in the
Mr.
municipal
Khan, one
What
second.
happened in the panchayat election?
Mr. Khan, one second.
Even in the
one-
even
Mr.
in
Khan.
the Calcutta
No,
corporation.
Mr. Khan, 1 second.
Police is being killed.
No, let me ask him now.
Elections are a farce in Bengal. Elections are a farce in Bengal.
The police
Professor
himself is
Sarkar,
not safe
1 second,
state.
sir, 1 second. Professor Sarkar, so you are not defending what has happened in the Sharda scam? You are not defending what happened in the Narda investigation?
It's the law and order will take care of it. Who am I to make comments on
Today,
that?
Honorable High Court passed
But the point is,
They have already framed the three parts.
but the point is that my simple point, again I'm repeating, simple point that had it been so significant, then why again and again Mamata own the votes of people?
Okay. So you think that these are...
These are the things, these are the manifestations.
That's why she is going in Narayan.
Mr. Bhattacharya,
People-
you know, Mr. Bhattacharya, one second, please don't talk to each other. No, please don't talk to each other. Mr. Bhattacharya, my question is this. You know, you both have come together and, you know, we'll see how this alliance will work. But he is saying, what Professor Sarkar says is that all these camps, whether it's Sharda or Narda or anything, are not important enough because the work which Mamata Banerjee has done in this last 5 years will overtake all these minor things which he said.
So I am citing few instances. Peoples are voting and framing the government for 5 years. In West Bengal, under the leadership of Dr. Bidhan Chandra Rai, he was the man of Congress. And after that, Prabhulo Chandra Sen, he was also the man of the Congress. He became the chief minister for 5 years only. After that, Siddharth Shankar Rai came to the power. He was also a man of Congress. He was also for the 5 years. And after that, Jyoti Basu and Buddhadev Bhattacharya came to the power. Now Mamata Banerjee is in position and she became the chief minister. I should compare the actions of these chief ministers. Dr. Bidhan Chandra Rai
Sir,
has...
we don't have time for the
No.
for this.
One minute.
Just
No. He has asked that the development has been made.
Yes.
What sorts of development? Dr. Bidhan Chandra has framed that Durgapur Industrial Complex.
Sir, we don't have time for history. No, one second. No, but what is the... do you agree with him? He is saying that all these minor things will not affect.
It is not the minor thing.
It is not minor thing.
People are not getting...
No, I have great respect for
unemployed youth are not getting their jobs.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal.
Let me
Mr.
These are
Agarwal.
all popular gimmicks.
Yeah, this is the industry for the chief
One
minister
second.
of West Bengal.
Yes, these are all popular
Only
gimmicks.
movie and television industry.
Professor Sarkar says that the people will take the issues of corruption very lightly.
No, I didn't say that.
No. Maybe you intended to say that, but if you admit that people will take action, then there is no difference between. So what I say, what I say is that if we see the 2014 Lok Sabha election, the issue was corruption, and the UPA government was so deeply involved in corruption. You see. So therefore, the people are looking for good governance.
Trinamool won 34 seats.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is, at that time, people had not tested fully TMC. Now, the position is all these events which have come to surface is after 2014 election in a very open manner. So what I'm saying is that the people would look for good governance and development. Mamata has been a total failure on both these fronts, whereas Modi has proved for development and for good governance. So therefore, people will definitely vote more for the BJP.
Mr. Ghosh, very quickly, last words to you. Is this election all about change versus status quo?
I'm not sure. A lot depends on the role of the election commission, which I find very dubious. The way the election commissioner, chief election commissioner, has conducted himself
in the first round of elections.
Well, if he could,
the second round
if he could, even today, the kind of incidents that have happened doesn't, add to the prestige and reputation of the election commission. If the election commission could, if Mr. Zaidi could hold fair, orderly election in Bihar, why not in Bengal? He has failed miserably in Bengal.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I think on that note, we need to end. This is quite a fascinating election because, especially Bengal's history has been that it has always re-elected chief minister. It has given more than one term to every chief minister. We'll have to wait and watch whether that trend will continue this time, or the people of Bengal in these last 5 years have seen what has been done by this TMC government and gives her another chance, or wants a change. We'll wait and watch. Thanks to all my guests. Please keep watching. We'll come back with another show, The Big Picture, same time tomorrow.